Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to make the most aesthetically pleasing squishy I've ever made in my whole entire life. I've actually just put my cute jumper on so that it matches because I'm just going to show you this right now. Look at this. Isn't this the most beautiful squishy you have ever seen in your entire life? Look at that cute face, look at those sprinkles, look at that little bite taken out of it. I just love it. It was really simple to make. I think anyone can make it. You didn't really have to shape any of the foam. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Just to let you know, it's really satisfying to squish. It's really slow, and if you stick around for around about 5 minutes, you can see that because I've put close-ups at the end of this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please watch till the end.
So to make this squishy, the two things that I used was a small foam ball, which is for like magic tricks and stuff, and then a cake pop stick. This is actually for cake pops. I just had this hanging around in my kitchen in a big set from when I tried to make cake pops once but actually failed. Anyway, in the sponge ball I just cut a small hole and then I cut down the cake pop stick and I just added some super glue and super glued that right inside of the foam ball. I made sure to squeeze it together and made sure it was really secure in there before carrying on. Once the super glue had dried, I then went ahead and pulled little bits out of the foam ball to make like a bite kind of shape. You don't have to do this, but I thought this would add extra dimension and texture to the cake pop once it was done. I went ahead and painted the ball in a light pink puffy paint mixture. This had been left out for a day or two, so it was kind of dried up, but it actually worked in my favour and was really thick, so I kind of liked it. I did 3 layers of the puffy paint mixture in total, and the mixture was just white puffy paint with white glue and a light pink colour added to kind of make it the light pink colour. I went ahead and added some tulip slick in the colour brown inside of like that bite mark to make it look like it had like a chocolate cake filling, and I just did 2 thick layers of that in total as well. Next I decided I wanted some sprinkles, so in order to make that I just took some polymer clay. I just rolled that out into really thin snakes and just did that on my desk. I then went ahead and just popped this onto a baking kind of cake tin tray and popped it in the oven at 110 degrees Celsius for around about 10 minutes. Now you just want to make sure that these get hard, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I went ahead with the tulip slick paint in the colour black and just painted on the little face onto the front of the cake pop. I did this with my dot and tool to get it really precise, but I just went ahead and did the outlines first and then coloured it in. Whilst waiting for this to dry, I then went ahead and took the kind of, sticks of sprinkles out of the oven to make sure they didn't overbake. Once the black was then dry, I went in with a slightly darker pink than I used for like the whole body part, and I just painted on the tongue and then blush either side of the eyes. I then added white to act as highlight on the eyes, and then I went ahead and cut up those long kind of snaky kind of sprinkle things to make teeny tiny sprinkles. I then went in with some matte Mod Podge and just Mod Podged the top of the cake pop and then just added on the sprinkles. I like to use Mod Podge because it does dry flexible, so it's perfect for like attaching stuff to squishies because it's still squishable. But I just glued them down first of all and then took a really thick layer of Mod Podge and put that over the sprinkles so it kind of like decoupaged them on and made sure that they wouldn't go anywhere when it got squished. Next I moved on to packaging, so I actually just took this like sticker kind of packet that I had hanging around. I took the stickers out of the packaging, kind of like taped down the bit that I had to peel open and then just cut it to size. So I just measured where I wanted it to come on the cake pop and cut it off. I popped the little squishy inside of the little packet and then taking some ribbon I just wrapped that around the bottom, kind of pulling tight, making sure it like encased all of the clear wrapper inside. You can obviously use a poly bag or something like that if you have them hanging around, but I didn't at the time, so I just used an old sticker bag and to be honest it worked absolutely perfectly. I made sure to wrap around the ribbon and then I tied it in a knot, and then I tied it in a little bow, making sure to cut off the ends, make it all even and just like play around with it a little bit. To make sure the ribbon didn't fray, I just used a lighter to kind of seal in the ends of the ribbon. If you are obviously underage and shouldn't be playing with fire, then maybe you should ask for permission on this one, but yeah, that's exactly what I went ahead and did. Once in its packet, my squishy was then complete, and I honestly think that this is like the cutest squishy I've ever made. I feel like I say that on everyone, but this is so aesthetically pleasing. I just love it so much. It also crinkles so well, hopefully you can hear it, but the packaging just makes the most amazing noise and I love it. I don't know about you, but I just love that little crinkly sound when I'm squishing the squishy. It just sounds so great. I don't know, I think it looks so cute, especially with the little blue ribbon, the sprinkles on top, the bite taken out, and its little face. I just love it so much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really does help me along my way. Hopefully you're subscribed, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye!